the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Turn 3 Racing Network, as tonight we're here with the Aces Up SimSport Spring 410 Sprint Series. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. I am your host. My name is K.R. Stolfus. We are in the final few moments of our practice session before we let these guys get out for qualifying. Right now we have 26 drivers entered in the session. There's about 4 minutes, 50 seconds left in this practice. We got Roger Muth chiming in. How you doing, Roger? Speedy's here. Now we are moving in to qualifying. Let's see who is going to be one of our first cars out on the speedway. That is Josh Whiteman. Peebly, Missouri, known for its very quick lap times. Surrounded by concrete walls, so you don't want to get it too wrong. And Whiteman and Shell on top of the board first. Timothy Smith in the 86, making his way around. As they are timing in, we are going to step away for the national anthem. Won't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous flight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as our first heat race is out on the speedway. Let's get right into tonight's starting lineup. Kenny Miller on the inside of row number 1. To his outside, that is the 85 of Tyler Schell. Bruce Jones, and then James Seawright for row number 2. Row 3, Aiden Forster and Rick Main. Row number 4, Larry Moody and Ryan Avila and Connor Dudek in the final starting spot here in heat race number 1. Field gonna make its way around one more time next time by. They will be making all kinds of noise. Top 6 are going to transfer out of each heat race. 3 heat races in order for tonight. Green flag is out. And we are underway. Kenny Miller to the early lead to 23. Has the advantage, that clean air. Oh, so important clean air. But Tyler, food critic Schell, finding himself in second and closing in very quickly. Bruce Jones, James Seawright seem to have gotten into a bit of a tussle. Seawright out of this one. No cautions for our heat races or consolation, but we stay green. Bruce Jones gonna have to make up quite a bit of time in a hurry. Meanwhile, let's check in on our final transfer spot right now. Larry Moody has that. Connor Dudek finding himself 3 seconds behind Larry Moody. So Moody in position to make it into tonight's A main straight from the heat race. Meanwhile, Miller continues to lead. Tyler Schell trying to give chase. Laps winding down here at I-55, the Aces Up Sim Sport Spring 410 Sprint Series in its second week of racing. Miller, Schell, Forster, Main, Avila, Moody look like they are going to transfer in. Dudek, Jones, and Seawright on to tonight's consolation last chance qualifier, if you will. Next on tap, heat race number 2. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup for our second heat race. Kai Shovelok on the inside of row number 1 with Tanner Pettit to his outside. Ashton Mealer on the inside of row 2 and Timothy Smith in the 86 on the outside. Dustin Sargent on the inside of row number 3, and to the outside, that is Wyatt Schuart. Row 4, Austin Holsey in the 18 and Michael Cooper in the 12. And then Bodie, I didn't get pronunciation Cody, so did my best. He will be starting in our final spot for heat race number 2. Again, top 6 are going to transfer. Pace truck down and away. 10 laps in heat race number 2. Green flag in the air. Here we go. Kobelak gets that early lead. Pettit, Mueller giving chase. Pettit and Smith have their black license, the world-class drivers. Check in on the final transfer spot right now. It is Austin Holsey under pressure, that 18 fighting with 0-1. There's a 4-car tussle for this final transfer spot. Holsey, Sargent, all right there. Oh, so close. One way up into the wall. Michael Cooper. Oh, and now the 18 and the 77 making contact. That's Sargent in the 77. One up and over. And that is Austin Holsey, and that is going to do it for his chances to make it into tonight's A main from the heat race. Meanwhile, 3-wide battle for the race lead. Kobelak has it for now. Pettit, Smith trying to take it away from him. Pettit in the 24 down on the bottom trying to get a good run. 2 laps to go in this one. White flag in the air. The top 3 still going at it. Wyatt Schuart making it into the final transfer spot for the moment. He is battling with Cody in the 0-1. Kobelak gonna win it. Battle for the A main. Schuart comes away with it. So Kobelak, Pettit, Smith, Mueller, Cooper, and Schuart make it into the A main. Everyone else into our B main, where we will take the top 2 out of tonight's B main. Let's move on to heat race number 3. And let's take a look at our starting lineup for this one. On the inside of row number 1, that is Kenny Hoffman. To his outside, that is Chase Stewart. Row number 2 going to be Joey Lingrun and Josh Whiteman. Row 3, Tyler Lucy and Tanner Miller. Bryce Honstein and Dylan Ayler in row number 4, and Heath Walton bringing up our final starting spot here tonight. Heath Walton, a C licensed driver. I believe he is the only non-A-class or world-class driver we have out here tonight. Joey Lingrun has that black bar license. Lights are out on the pace truck. 10 laps to go for our final heat race of the night. Green flag in the air, here we go. Lingrun down on the bottom, Hoffman with a great run on the outside. Hoffman to the point, Lingrun giving chase. The 40 of Chase Stewart slots into 3rd. Tanner Miller into 4th, and Miller gonna get out of shape and falls back very quickly. Dylan Ayler wasting no time. He is up into 4th. So Dylan taking full advantage of everything that was going on there. Whiteman in 5th, and now Bryce and Tanner going at it for that final transfer spot. Bryce in the 84, Tanner Miller in the 9. Now Bryce has that transfer spot. Meanwhile, Lingrun putting the move on Hoffman for the race lead. Hoffman down on the bottom. Lingrun on the high side. Slider from the 11, but Lingrun counters it. It looks like the track really has gotten slick out there. And so they are pedaling these cars now, trying to keep them straight and get that power down. Hoffman down at the bottom, throwing the slider. Lingrun pulls down underneath him. Final time around, though. How's it going to work out? Lingrun with the block. Hoffman into the wall. Lingrun picks up the win. Hoffman, Stewart, Aylor, Whiteman, and Hotstein into tonight's A main. Miller, Lucy, and Walton into the B main. Go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup for tonight's B main. We will take the top two finishers out of this one. Connor Dudek and Cody Bodie on the front row. Tanner Miller and Bruce Jones make up row number 2. Row 3, Dustin Sargent in the 77 and Tyler Lucy in the 3. Row number 4, James Seawright and Austin Holsey and Heath Walton bringing up our final starting spot for tonight's B main. Field is rolling out. Top 2 are going to transfer. Lights are out on the Chevy Silverado. I'm gonna hope that my voice holds out throughout the rest of this night. Just got over being sick. We're still dealing with some of it, but here we go. Green flag is out for our B main. 12 laps in the B. Dudek and Miller in the transfer spots to start off with, but who is gonna make a hard charge to try and get that spot wrestled away from them? Here comes James Seawright in the 18. Seawright already up 3 spots. He's looking for another one. Bruce Jones in the 17. 2 in the wall. That was Miller. Miller and Dudek both into the wall. That gives Cody Bodie the race lead. Bruce Jones in the second. Bruce Jones on board shot as he is in that transfer spot. Austin Holsey and James Seawright trying to track him down. Dustin Sargent just turned the fastest lap of tonight's B main at 11.39. Track has really slowed down, but they are still out there wheeling and dealing. Four laps to go. Bruce Jones trying to find a way around Cody. Austin Holsey now has some run going. He might have something for Bruce Jones here in the final 3 laps of this B main. Holsey to the outside, got the momentum, maybe has the spot. Jones leaves him room, and Halsey could possibly take over that final transfer spot, and he does, maybe even has more for the race lead. Final lap though, here comes Austin Halsey to the top spot, using that high line to his advantage. Here they come to the line. Halsey is going to win it. Cody Bodie into second. Bruce Jones, James Seawright, Dustin Sargent, Connor Dudek, Tyler Lucy, Heath Walton, and Tanner Miller out of tonight's festivities. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for racing here tonight and helping put on a great show leading up to the A main, but we hope to see you next week. Well, as we roll into our warm-up session, track did get a reset. We do have our final 20 drivers for tonight's show. So while we have a few minutes in this warm-up session, we are going to take a quick break. No one go anywhere. We'll be right back after this. We'll give a shout out to Joey Lingrun Photography, as they will be the ones taking all of our photos for tonight's racing event. And will then be posted in the Aces Up SimSport Discord channel. Also want to give a shout out to Advanced Sim Racing. Got to hear a little bit about what they offer. And Advanced Sim Racing, if you're listening, go ahead and send one of those my way. I'll give a review, unbiased review, but very thankful review. And yeah, all of 4 people will hear it, so it's a perfect opportunity for you to expand. And of course, we do want to thank Finishline Race Designs. Finishline Race Designs, at the end of each event, will have a random drawing. Drivers jump into the Aces Up SimSport Discord channel, and Finishline Race Designs will spin the wheel of whatever. Whoever wins gets a little paint design. And we want to thank everyone for helping put on this show. Also want to give a shout out to Chad Griggs, admin, league owner, guy who has put this on for another 10 weeks. Well, this is week 2 of a 10-week race season. So final 40 seconds here for a warm-up session. 35 laps our distance in tonight's A main. So with the track being reworked, that was a tongue twister. They are starting to run it in pretty good. But now that is all said and done, it is time to get into tonight's A main. Go ahead and take a look at our starting lineup for this one. Kenny Miller on the inside of row number 1, and to his outside, that is Ty Schobelock. Row number 2, Joey Lingrun in the 16, and the 85 of Tyler I Burned My Steaks Shell. Row number 3 going to be the 24 of Tanner Pettit and Kenny Hoffman in the number 11. Row 4 going to be Aiden Forster in the 20, and on his outside, that is the 86 of Timothy Smith. Row 5 will be the 40 of Chase Stewart and Rick Main in the 187. Ashton Mueller and Dylan Naylor in row 6. Row number 7 going to be Ryan Avila and Michael Cooper. Josh Whiteman and Larry Moody from row 8. Row 9, Wyatt Schuart and Bryce Honstein. And then Austin Holsey and Cody Bodie from the B main make up row number 10. As we get ready to go green flag racing for the first time. Here we go. Green flag in the air. Miller gets a great jump and the early race lead. Shell, Schobelock battle for second. Shell holds on to it. Schobelock falling back into third. Lingrun into fourth. Tanner Pettit trying to run the outside. We saw that work for Holsey out of the B main. That was as the track was slicking off. Speaking of Holsey, he is already up to 12. Austin Holsey with some big moves here very early on, already up 7 positions. While that was going on, Tyler Shell took over the race lead. Shell, Miller, Schobelock, your top 3. Wyatt Schuart battling with Chase Stewart. Schuart running down on the bottom. A lot of grip down on the bottom still. Quite a few drivers have migrated up to the high side though. Go off the nose of the 11 of Kenny Hoffman. Hoffman tucked in behind 4th place of Schobelock. Hoffman taking a peek, goes all the way down to the bottom. Sliders put him into 4th. Laps being clicked off around 11 seconds here. Tyler Shell's best lap 10:75 last time around at 11.1, so track is slowing down even as we speak. One car trying it non-wing. I have a feeling that wing's gonna pop back on. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Looks like Forster, maybe Tanner Pettit and Forster getting together there. Or I'm sorry, that was Ryan Avila. Joey Lingrun not having a great run here. Lingrun has fallen back 9 positions from where he started tonight's event. With 17 laps to go, it is not looking good for the 16. Setup just not where it needs to be for him to be happy. He is falling back big time as we got one into the wall there, 2 upside down. That is Shovelok in the 17, and he is pointed with his tires the wrong way. See if we can figure out what happened to the 17. Shovelok just not quite clear of Smith. Smith able to continue on. Smith got some damage, pulls it on to pit road. Looks like maybe his night is done. But here we go once again. Green flag back into the air. Tyler Shell back to the point. Kenny Miller in the 23, sitting in second. Tanner Pettit third, fourth Hoffman, and rounding out your top 5 now is Aiden Forster. Drivers out of the race: Ashton Mueller, Tim Smith, Ty Shovelok, Larry Moody in the 73. He is 1 lap down. 16 cars out there on the lead lap as Miller is challenging for the race lead. Miller and Shell gonna start trading sliders. 10 laps to go. Who's gonna come out on top? Back and forth this battle is going to go. Shell gets a clear advantage that time as Miller going to be able to answer. Not quite yet, but he closes in. And a second caution flag comes out. And Hoffman and Lingrun maybe with some issues here. Hoffman in the 11. And around he goes, and he is going to collect Lingrun. So 2 quick cautions coming out. Less than 10 laps to go in this one. Pace truck in, second caution of the night. Done and over with. Tyler Schell gets a good jump. That might be all that he needs to seal the deal here. Miller closes in quickly though. Miller wanting to resume the battle. Miller taking a peek to the inside, not quite there yet. Schell throwing a block to keep him from doing the slide job. Both drivers to the top shelf through the corner, right into each other's tire tracks. Tyler Schell doing all he can, not only to chew his steak, but also to try and bring this one home. Miller biding his time. Caution flag in the air once again. This time for Bryce. Take a look and see what happens to the 84. And hard contact with that outside wall, not quite clear. Holds it right on the pit road. Here we go, green flag back out into the air. Final few laps and Tyler Schell got an even better start that time. Kenny Miller really got caught napping. Final time around. Schell, Miller, Pettit, your top 3. Tyler Schell down to the bottom, up off of turn 4, and Tyler Schell picks up the win here at I-55. Miller and Pettit will join him on the podium. And what a quick race this was. 2 cautions in our 35-lap A main event. Go ahead and take a look at our results as we let these drivers get into position for this one. Tyler Schell, your race winner. Kenny Miller in second. Third goes to Tanner Pettit. Ryan Avila fourth. Rounding out your top 5, that is Austin Holsey all the way from the B main transfer. Wyatt Schuart in 6th. 7th goes to Chase Stewart. Cody Bodie in 8th. 9th, Kenny Hoffman. Joey Lingrun 10th. 11th, Dylan Ayler. Michael Cooper 12th. 13th, Rick Main. Josh Whiteman 14th. 15th is Bryce Honstein. 16th is Aiden Forster. Larry Moody 17th. In 18th place, that is Timothy Smith. 19th, Ty Schobelach, and Ashton Mueller in 20th here tonight. But now let's move on to our post-race interviews. Let's kick this off by talking to our local food critic. That is none other than Tyler Schell. Tyler, congratulations on the race win here tonight, man.
Thank you. And medium steak is better than rare steak. That's all I gotta say.
I'm surprised that you can even talk. I thought you would still be chewing.
Well, yeah, I got good chompers. That's the thing.
Good chompers. Well, man, you pick up the win here at I-55. Heck of a race between you and Miller. Tell us a little bit about what went down out there.
Yeah, that's the old it's better be lucky than good with the cautions. Definitely think Kenny was better than me, but the cautions fell the right spots, and I was able to be at the line ahead of him every time. He's definitely better in 3 and 4. I just couldn't quite do the line that I think he was doing, so definitely got to look back and try to figure that out. But overall, it was a good race. Was able to get to the lead quickly and get past him, and then just hold him off.
Well, man, nice job on the race win. Shout outs, thank yous.
Yeah, just like to thank you for putting up with this and broadcasting every week. It's fun to go back and watch. And then Chad, and everyone at Aces Up, and Aces Up, and then sponsors, Elba's Flow Racing, M9 Setups, Trent Pullman Designs, and then Elba's Up Sim Sports, and Chad with Aces Up.
All right, man. Well, nice job once again. Congratulations on the race win.
Thank you.
That is Tyler Shell, our race winner. Nice job, Tyler. Now let's move on to our second place finisher, and that is none other than Mr. Miller. Kenny Miller, you got yours on, bud?
Yep, I got him.
Man, I'll tell you what, I thought for sure you were going to sneak one in on Tyler Shell, but that final caution maybe did you in a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know that I wanted to see that last yellow with 2 to go, just because it kind of took me a lap or so to get back to him on the restart, just because he'd pull away a little bit. But yeah, not going to complain with a second, especially with this strong group of guys. So take it.
Well, man, tell us a little bit about that battle between you and Shell and closing in on him and what you were thinking to make that happen.
Yeah, I knew I had to slide him in one of the corner. I just didn't know which one I really wanted to do it in. Just because, you know, even though we don't have the mirrors on, it's still kind of, if you know somebody's coming and sliding across, you can turn down and get good grip down the straightaways and kind of get back by people. But yeah, I think there was a couple laps that when we were battling, I was ahead of him, and then I guess on that one lap we were battling, when the yellow came out, he was ahead. So, you know, just, you know, luck of the yellows, I guess, but still a good race.
Well, I enjoyed watching you all go after it, but man, solid second place. Can't feel bad about that. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything you need to add?
Yeah, thank everybody at Phantom Motorsports, M9 Racing, Trent Pullman Designs, Velocity Race Designs, Weichel Sportswear, Trevor Meyer. Always got to throw him out because he always sets me up good.
All right, man. Well, nice job. Solid second place. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, now let's move on to our third place finisher here tonight. That is the driver of the 24, none other than Tanner Pettit. Tanner, congratulations on third place.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Man, a solid run for you. Had to work a little bit to get there, but you know, not too bad of a run for you.
No, not at all. I definitely made some quick work there at the beginning. Got to third pretty early. I'm pretty sure it was right around lap 10. And once I got to Kenny and Tyler, those guys are really good. And then I'll mess around. And I was about the same speed as them. I felt I could keep up, but not much you could do when you're sitting behind them. All in all, a great night. It was an awesome points night. I think the track turned out phenomenal, and that was a blast.
Oh man, third place on the podium, nothing to sneeze at. Shout out, thank yous. Anything you need to add?
Yeah, I can't thank speedshop51.com and my teammates Aiden and Ryan. It's always fun working with these guys, and had a lot of success in the Pro Series. Just hoping to continue that success as we go on.
All right, Tanner. Well, good luck in the rest of that, as you were saying. And man, we look forward to seeing you here in the rest of the races.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Third place finisher, Tanner Pettit, getting it done tonight. Now let's really move on to the guy that we've all really been wanting to talk to, because this man for sure was on the run. It was almost like he had some stolen vehicle or something. And that is tonight's hard charger, all the way from the B main. Austin, tell us how you did it, man.
Man, I don't know. In the B main, the start was just chaotic, and I don't know, we were 4 wide coming out 2 on the first lap, I believe, and then finally got clear to them, and then few laps later, I was sitting 5th or 6th, and they're taking top 2, and they crashed in front of me, and I was like, my eyes just lit up. So I was trying to roll the bottom for a few laps. It wasn't working, and then put it on the top side and pass for 3rd, pass for 2nd, then pass for the lead. And then in the feature, I was like, I told my teammate Joey, I was like, this is hard charger, buddy. I'm coming up there. And sure enough, I think by like lap 5 or something, I was up 5 spots. And then I was following White Shoe Art the whole time, and I knew if he'd probably finish ahead of me, he'd probably be hard charger. So I was like, I got to get around him if I want to be a hard charger. And then I just followed him up to the field, avoided wrecks, and then they're on the final lap. Him and I think Chase Stewart got together going into 1 and 2 on the final lap, and I put the foot to the floor and got around him and finished 5th.
Well, man, a solid run for you. Great job. That hard charger award, gaining 14 spots to get it done. Shout outs, thank yous. Anything else you need to add?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to Colin Bocus and Joey Lindgren. I mean, we're getting Colin into the swing sprint car stuff. He comes from Fender Cars, and he's a heck of a builder, and can't thank him enough. I mean, he can get the setup comfortable for me. And also Ethan Winter, he's helped me a lot on line choices and stuff like that. So yeah, I just want to thank Colin Bocus and Joey Lindgren and Ethan Winter.
All right, man. Well, nice job. And, you know, a solid 5th place finish for you, but that 14 spot gain gets you the hard charger.
Yep, appreciate it, man. Thank you. Thank you for the broadcast, and thanks for everybody watching.
That is Austin Holsey, ladies and gentlemen, your hard charger. Great job, Austin. And that is going to do it for us here tonight. I-55 Speedway never disappoints. We had a heck of a show for y'all. That one was pretty quick. Hope you guys will join us next week on Thursday night as we race at the Big E itself. So until then, y'all stay safe. Have a good night.